back at it again this morning. You saw yesterday, pulled all the wiring back to the door area back here. I'm going to go ahead and try to clean up the floorboards a little bit. There's a lot of debris in there from over the years underneath the seats and the carpet. Carpet's pretty gross. I will just be cleaning it later on. I'm not going to clean it, but I just want to get all the big bulky crap out, and then I'll go back to demoing out the wiring all the way up to the firewall, start popping panels off and such. So I want to get you guys set up, put you on a time lapse, and we'll go from there. God damn, why don't you stop doing that shit if it's fucking choking you that bad? Fuck. got the wiring harness stripped all the way back up to the A pillars. Everything's covered in the carpet in the center. I got some weights on it and my big Thor hammer kept hold it kind of there in place. I'm going to flip you around for a second. I did find out that there is a ton of water down this channel where the wiring harness was. She's never had any kind of wiring issues, but this grommet was entirely out of its position. So I'm going to assume that's where it was coming in, because the headliner looks dry, everything else looks dry, or was dry. The carpet I had noticed was damp. I kind of honestly thought it was me because I left this window cranked down. So I just kind of figured that was my own dumb fault. But I know it didn't get that much water in it. It was down a quarter of an inch, you know what I mean, maybe. Basically just right underneath the seal. So I really don't think that was the case. But that's where we're at standing now. So I'm going to try to clean that up and start disassembling doors. Hey guys, I just got the front door off, which was not terrible, but a little worse than I expected. I wasn't paying any attention. I was using the ratcheting Milwaukee impact. Ran it back and got it pinned against the door. For whatever reason, those bolts are about this long. They go through about this much metal, but they were 4 times as long as they needed to be. I got the head of my ratchet stuck. Ended up having to put a pry bar on it, pry it, bend it, and then once it bent, couldn't get the bolt back out, so I ended up having to cut the bottom bolt. But, you know, that's one of those things you run into. I want to continue on with the doors, keep you on a time lapse, at least for this side, because the other side's going to be basically the exact same. In reality, both these doors are technically the same. So that's where we're at. Alright guys, both doors are off. As you can see, they love putting weird stuff like this in. Now I started taking this off with the wrench and the entire threaded piece spins. Now in the inside there is a way to get back to it, but it's not real good. It's on the back side. There's basically a nut just like this one welded, and the entire thing popped loose and spun. So that's always a fun thing. But we're making progress. Both doors are off. I'm going to go ahead and take a breather with you guys for a few minutes, and when I come back I'll hopefully have those 2 doors off. progress today. I'm filthy, I'm hot. It's almost 90 out, which is crazy because it was 56 this morning. As you see, all the doors are off. I believe I got decent footage of that. The entire front end and hood is clear. A lot of it I wanted to save and try to sell, but there's a few fasteners that just spun, and quite honestly it's not that damn important to me not to just pitch the shit. So that's what I did. I just started hacking away at it. The headlights were mounted in with these plastic things on the back side, and they wouldn't spin. They would just like gnaw up and start falling apart, and I just said F it. I cut them brackets, cut several bolts, just chop my way through it. So that's where I am today. That's probably going to be it for today. I am whooped. So I guess tomorrow I want to start cutting away, I guess. I've unbolted just about everything I can unbolt. At least unbolt it wise that I'm going to be able to use. Well, not use that. I don't know, I'm hot. Unbolted basically everything that could be unbolted. I still got to get the seat belts out, but I'm going to have to find my Torx bits for them or just abandon them altogether. I think I gouge myself in the eye. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I'll flip you around real quick. So there she is. Rear hatch is off. I've got a slew of parts that are all going in the trash. One thing I will say is the hood really surprised me because it didn't weigh anything. But she's all stripped back. She would still fire up and run as long as I wired this back in. Everything has just been unhooked and moved. I would obviously have to do about a dozen or so grounds because there's way more stuff ground wise than I would ever think, and most of it's grounded here and on the other side. I have no clue why, but that's kind of how Ford did it. You know what they say about Fords. So I got basically everything out. The sunroof still got to come out. I don't know that I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to cut it here and cut it there and lower that section of roof. Got to cut the crossbars off the top. I'm not going to save them. I don't think there's any value in trying to sell them. So those are going to come out, and I got to take these running boards off, mainly so I can get the fenders out. Otherwise, I think we could actually keep them. I might actually hang on to those until after the body goes back on, because they might look okay with the way we're going to design the car. Then again, I might just save them and end up pitching them in a couple weeks. It really just depends how it goes. So that's where I'm at today. I'll try to shoot this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.